Good evening and welcome to Gooner Matters, the channel for all football fans. For your opinion, it matters. Now we've got a full squad tonight. On far right, Leonard Kleinrek. How's it, Lenny? You good?
Good evening, gents. Good to be here. I'm looking forward to tonight.
And Lenny is a staunch Arsenal supporter. As you could see behind him, the old flag. It's flying high.
When Arsenal.
And then you've got next to me in the center, the center, Mr. Fenter, the enforcer, Des McLeod. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. It's good to be here. We're going to have lots of different opinions tonight because we've got a Liverpool supporter. Welcome, Alistair. We've got, obviously, Q Boss. He's down in the corner, and it's going to be. We've got Lenny, Mr. Merchandise in the top, and of course one of the best anchor men going. It's going to be a good night. Everybody, don't forget to subscribe, give the thumbs up, do the notifications, because I have enforced it. All right, it's the law. Okay.
They will take my job already.
We're gonna. At least we've got a Liverpool. Can I just say, at least we've got a Liverpool supporter here and not a Tottenham supporter, so it's okay.
I mean, who's Tottenham? What have they won? I mean, just to think about it. If they have an opinion about the league, then they should have some foundation to stand on. But I mean, I don't want to too much on them because I got some Spurs supporters in my street.
Well, they're the banter goes. Let's welcome Alistair Solomon. He's the hardcore Liverpool supporter that I know. Welcome again, Alistair. Me and Alistair had a show, just the two of us, regarding Liverpool. It was a very nice show, I can believe. And welcome back, Alistair. It's good to have you on the show again.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
And then last but not least, and no stranger to the team, is Coach Q. I enjoyed Coach Q's show last night and last week again. Well done, Quentin. I want to tell you that I've never seen on somebody's first show over 600 views for his first show. It's not all the views are at one time, but the show itself, the launch show at over 600 views. Well done, my man. It's only grows to you.
Awesome.
I learned from the best. I learned from the best internet. You motivated me to do something like that, and I think I'm still not on your level. But before we even go to levels, I'm a bit disappointed that you allowed, and this is not banter. This is just from my heart that we ended up second, and you never allowed me to come and have a personal discussion about United, and you had your own show with Alistair. How this really.
You make me think that you're a sore loser there.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna go and get Q Boss a tissue because I think he needs one. I'll be back in a minute.
Sorry?
Those in the rankings, City ended up first, United ended up second. So I think my show should have been before Alistair's.
No. Oh, he's gone. It is your show now, Quentin. He's gone.
Take over.
We're just waiting for him to come back. No, because I think you're right. Because Glenwyn has to be first, Q-Boss, because he's giving you the confidence to do what you're doing now.
100%.
You know what I mean? So yeah. I hope he's coming back.
I think the main guys. You need to be reasonable. United came second. I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing. But at the end of the day, how the league ended, the team that was on everybody's name and how we came to fourth was Liverpool. I mean, the drama that we caused, we caused our own drama, but the drama that we caused, I mean, the ending, Alisson, header, goal, fourth place, Champions League. I'm just saying, a little bit of drama because second place, coming to second place in that manner. I'm not saying you played boring football. All I'm saying is you ended up second. People won't forget that second place.
Alistair, listen to me for a second, right? Okay. Arsenal haven't won a championship in 17 years, okay? It's been bad enough for us. It must have been doubly bad enough for you because you had to wait 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing is, don't get me wrong, and I think you're right. You're enjoying your moment, okay? Well, yes. Your moments, but Quinton, Man United, they're up there, aren't they? They're always up there. You know what I mean? So the thing is,
7 years. I mean, after 7 years since their last league title, they always been six.
Yeah,
six after 7 years of.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
We're not gonna argue. We're not gonna argue about Liverpool.
Oh no! It's no argument. It's no argument.
Hang on, guys.
Don't get me wrong. Alistair makes fair points, but what I'm saying is, right, apart from when Leicester won, every single league since Man United won it, every single league title since Man United won it 7 years ago, Alistair, and you guys, sorry, Leicester and Liverpool, right? Every single Premiership has been bought. Okay, so when Man City wins it and Chelsea win it, they buy it. They don't win it; they buy it.
I agree with you. 100%.
Okay, we're gonna come back to the top 10. But first, for now, let's pull the admin out of the way. I want to apologize why I disappeared there. I think I've got a problem with my cam, but I sorted that out.
Glenn, mate, you need to turn it up a bit because you're very quiet, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
That's better. That's a lot better.
Yeah, sorry, man. My camera just kished. It's gone bad there, but nonetheless, the show must go on. Subscribe to Guna Matches if you are new. If you have not done that, it's now the time for you to do it. Hit the like, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell, and we will open the door for you. And also, make a small contribution as little.
Glenn, sorry, I know you're in flow again, but you've gone quiet again, mate. Sorry, you have really gone quiet.
Yeah, your sound is very, very, very low.
And now, how's that now?
Keep talking.
How's that better? Is that better?
Yes.
Yes, keep talking.
Yeah.
Much better.
Keep talking.
All right, cool. Sorry for that. It's just a small hiccup there. A small donation of only 10 Rand to Guna Matters, so we can get the equipment we need. And yeah, let's continue with the show without any ado. Let's just see you after this. Alrighty. Sorry. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with this mic. Can you hear me properly? Des, can you hear me?
Just, mate. I can just hear you.
And the rest of you guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're a little bit soft.
Can hear you.
Okay, let's sort it out quickly. How's it?
That's better.
How's it?
There we go.
Better?
That's better.
That's better, yeah.
Okay.
Now you sound intimidating.
Hey?
So when your sound goes up, hey? Yeah. So when your sound goes away, just lift your chair.
Let Lenny, what you trying to say about his backside?
Anyway, guys, as you can see behind me, it is this Premier League. It's the start of the Premier League tonight. Arsenal versus Brentford. They're nicknamed the Bees. So I don't know if the Bees is going to sting us tonight or we're going to gun them down. So yeah, I mean, let's get into it quickly. Atta, Alistair, from your point of view, I mean, you're a Liverpool fan, but I mean, you love football. You love football as everyone of us here do. What is your take on tonight's match? What do you think Arsenal's going to do, considering how their season was last season? And as you could see, what business we did over the last couple of weeks.
Well, if I must say, if you look at the top 4 clubs, everybody's got the idea what the top 4 clubs is. The 1st and 6th clubs competing for the 4th place or the Champions League spots. So I would say Arsenal on their last performance, if they can start off with a bang, they look like a team that will be able to compete this season. There's a couple of other clubs that are also going to be in there, but the thing is about who's going to have the longest legs come mid-table, especially in December with that amount of games piling up. So it will show them like how big their squads are to compete with the other teams. But I like Arsenal. They seem balanced now. For some other reason, for me, look at the couple of friendlies, the guys that they played. For me, there is a bit of a balance. I think the coach has got his, how can I say? It's like, when a coach has got the throat, his hands by the player's throat. They believe in him. If they don't perform, he's going to start doing this. So that is the case there. I think you guys have a couple of players that's going to be missed. So probably before December, they're going to be ready. So just added to the excitement where Arsenal is concerned.
All right, cool, man. Quentin, let's first give the outsourced guys a chance to comment on tonight's game. Quentin.
Glenn, when the season starts, I cannot be nice anymore. Because then it becomes.
You don't have to.
So asking me this question now, I'll be polite now. But once the season kicks off tonight, I have to just give my honest opinion, and not the opinion because I love you guys as my brothers. So
your opinion matters.
Yeah, I think at the moment we already, as we sit here, Liverpool, Arsenal, and United are behind 2 clubs already in the English Premier League. Chelsea's bagged the trophy, Leicester's bagged the trophy, and we've got absolutely nothing in the cupboard yet. So 2 clubs has already hit the road running. So what I would like to say, Glenn, is that there's a lot of factors this season that you need to consider. And tonight, I am not sure if there's going to be supporters in the stands. Maybe Des can tell us.
There is, mate.
Yes, that's gonna make a huge difference coming this season. When there is supporters in the stadium, then there's a huge difference, and there's a lot of pressure on the coach also. I think a lot of coaches got away with murder last year because there was not supporters. So the supporters brings a different dynamic to the team also, and it pushes the team a bit. And also, I think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think my honest opinion is that Arsenal is going to be too strong for Bradford. That's my opinion. I think they're going to be too strong. I think they will win the game. But it's not going to be a convincing win. It's going to be a struggle here and there, but I think they will still win the game. I think they just have too much firepower for a team that just came up into the English Premier League. And if you look at history, there's not much teams that come from that wins promotion and normally win their first game when they play one of the top teams. You know, there's not much of them. So as much as Arsenal as rebuilding,
There's the echo now.
is it by me?
No, it's not by you. I think when you came back, there was an echo. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Sorry, someone rang me there. I had to leave for a second. Otherwise, I lose all the sound.
Oh, okay.
Carry on, Quinton.
There's still an echo there by you. I'm going to mute you quickly there. Quinton?
Yeah. So I think, there's a lot of factors that you have to take into consideration tonight. But my gut feeling says that Arsenal is going to win the game. It's going to be a bit of scrappy affair, but they'll win it because they're also just finding their feet with the new players and rebuilding and all that. So, yeah, that's my prediction for tonight.
I saw you said on the group there's a 2-1. Are you stand on that?
Yes, I'm standing on the 2-1. 2-1. I wanted to say 3-1 though, because as I said, I think a team that just moves up into the English Premier League always finds it difficult when they play the top teams. You know, if it was maybe one of the teams that ended up 7th, 8th, or 9th, then you could say, okay, they'll give them a run for their money. But I think Arsenal will still be too strong.
All right. As you could see there at the bottom, Futsal Matters with Coach Q, the guy who just spoke about Arsenal might be 3-1. He's also got his own show. It's called Futsal Matters with Coach Q, and that you can find on Cape Town Titans.
Correct.
Cape Town Titans. It's on Facebook. And also you'll stream later sometime. You will stream on YouTube as well. Let's see what you have to say there.
Have you still got the echo, Gremlin?
When we talk, yes.
Yeah.
But when you talk, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Right, yeah. Alistair, I don't know what balance you're seeing, because as an Arsenal fan, and I think Lenny and Glenn will agree with me here, the balance is all to cock. Yeah. I mean, Sambi Lokonga looks like he's going to be a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have the Viking. I would also like to get Awar as well. But talking about tonight's game, I saw that, Glenwyn. I saw that. Okay. Talking about tonight's game, we haven't got Orba. We haven't got Laka. They're meant to be ill, right? There's something going on there.
Do you think really they are ill?
Say again?
Do you really think they are ill?
No. Laka's, they're trying to sell Laka, so they don't want him to get injured or cut tied or whatever else, so they can sell him. Sorry, not sack him. Apologise. And Orba, well, don't know. But tonight, what I would like to see is Balogun and Martinelli up front. Okay? Give the kids a go. What? Go on.
Not both together.
No, not both together. But for example, if one of them gets tired, the other one comes on, yeah? Okay? The main threat we have tonight from the Bees is Ivan Toney. He's a prolific goal scorer.
Yeah.
He'll have something to prove. But apparently as well, in the midfield, Brentford have these two massive midfield players that are really hard to get through. And at the moment, we can't seem to put a through ball to the strikers. So that could be a problem. But I agree with Clinton. I think it's going to be 2-1. But they're the main points. There's not many plus points, but there's a lot of negative points, if you know what I mean. And the thing is, even if, just one more point before you go to Lenny, when we get the Viking to come in, okay, if he was in a Man City or a Manchester United or even in a Liverpool, he would look a great player. Okay, he would look a great player because he's got good players around him. At Arsenal, he's not gonna. I mean, you're not going to be full of confidence when you've got Xhaka behind you, are you? Do you know what I mean? And tonight will show Arsenal's character because they're going to have to show their character against Brentford. And I tell you what, it will set a mark for how the season's going to go, I think. But there you go.
Lenny.
Yeah, look from what I've seen and Brentford coming up, new team, new stadium, front of their home fans, so they want to come out all guns blazing against Arsenal to prove a point, and that's going to be their own doing. I don't think they're going to run over Arsenal. But coming to an Arsenal team with Abu out and Laka out, like they said, supposedly ill. Laka they're trying to sell, but now Arteta's also trying. The way I see it, he's protecting Abu by saying he's ill and not saying they dropped him because his perform hasn't been up to standard. And for tonight, Balogun and Martinelli has to seize this moment now, and they're gonna have to show up Arteta, because to me Arteta has no faith in our youngsters, and hence the reason Martinelli, little game time he gets. So I pray tonight they perform. But then also in tonight, knowing we're going to win, I said 2-0. If we look ahead, we've got Chelsea and City. So a win tonight is a feather in Arteta's cap. Then they're singing all praises. Arteta did well and Edu did well. But we've got Chelsea and Man City. After that 3 games, I won't talk about Norwich and Burnley. After that 3 games, then we talk. Because then you'll see where we really are and how with the shortfalls and things like that. But I believe we've got Brentford beat tonight. And Alistair's going 2-1 and I'm going 2-0, definitely.
Alistair 2-1, Atta?
Sorry, Quentin.
Alistair, you didn't have a prediction.
I'm thinking, I don't know. You guys are more entwined with your Arsenal. I just seen because what I've looked at the games and the youngsters and how they used him. I like Arteta for some odd reason. Don't know why, but I like him as a coach. But I believe the youngsters they needed last season. It's not that they could not perform, opportunities were scarce, but they needed last season to find themselves. And I think Arteta, he had that season behind him. I think he will come up. So I believe Arsenal scoring 3 goals is not that far-fetched. 3-0. I believe they have a solid enough. They got a good enough goalkeeper. They got a good enough defense. I watched Brentford also, some of their preseason games that I could find online. They would be more nervous. So once the nervousness are gone, I believe they will be opened up by Arsenal, because I believe maturity and a little bit of experience can overcome whatever diversity there is within the team.
Oh, well, maybe you should become an Arsenal fan, because 3-0, it's a normal staunch Arsenal fan.
Look here, I've always been a Tony Adams fan, Patrick Vieira. I always liked them because they're my kind of players, rough and tough and no backing off, and they always gave Roy Keane a clap behind the head. So I like that. That part. Any player that can give the United players a run around, you will always be in my favorites.
Yes, he said a smack behind the head. Just to translate.
Oh no! I got
behind the head.
Yeah, I got that. But you see, Alistair, what you're saying is right. But at the end of the day, it was a different era. It was a different decade.
Mm.
You know, football. As much as we treasure the past, I mean, as all of our teams have got history, yeah.
Mm.
But end of the day, right? This is the truth of it. We are in a new era of football where players aren't as good as the old boys these days. You have to really dig out a diamond. What happened there? You have to dig out a diamond, yeah, to find a good player these days. You know, money has ruined the game beyond any state of the. It's all about who's got the most cash now.
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, right? Look at Messi over what's happened with him. They were saying the only team that could buy him was PSG. Well, that's rubbish. Man City could have bought him if they wanted to. Man United could have bought him if they wanted to. Yeah?
Yeah.
Bayern Munich probably could have bought him if they wanted to.
Yeah,
the only ones that... Those are the
top teams.
Yeah. I mean, even Liverpool could have probably bought him if they wanted to. They might have had to get rid of a few, but they could have bought him. Yeah. And this is the point I'm trying to make. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to leave, boys, and come back. All right. I'll try again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Oh, there's still an echo.
No, he thought the echo's on his side.
But sorry, man, I'm playing around here with trying to set some things. But that's fine now. There's it gone, eh?
There is still a bit of an
It's
echo.
gone now, yeah.
It's gone now. All right, let's go to let's go to the comments quickly. Alistair Umbral, welcome, Alistair. Thank you for watching, and I know you're a faithful guy. You're loyal. You're one of Alistair Solomon's friends on Facebook. Good evening, gentlemen. Those underdog teams are dangerous, have nothing to lose, and have to prove a point to the Premier League. And I agree with that. I mean, every season is like that. Look at when Leeds came in last season; they came in guns blazing. And then he also says another thing is watching Brentford. They're playing good, fast football. If they can have the right project in place, they can be a surprise package like Leeds. Oh, well, there he says like Leeds. So yeah, I mean, just with regards to what we discussed, are you back?
I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
Okay, so that echo is gone. Welcome back, Des. you can finish your point now quickly. Just to give a bit of my view on tonight. You guys said, Quentin said 2-1 to Arsenal. They said 2-1 to Arsenal. Lenny said 2-0 to Arsenal. And our new Arsenal supporter, Alistair said 3-0. My prediction stays the same like I last week. For consistency purposes, I will go for an odd goal 1-0 to the 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. All right, that is my score. I don't have much faith in the team really. But yeah, that's just me. And obviously, my opinion matters as well, I suppose. Let's continue your statement that you wanted to say.
Well, I just it's like I wanted to quickly just touch on to the goalkeeping situation at Arsenal just quickly. If Leno gets injured, we're wrecked. Okay. Now we had Matt Ryan last season. Okay, and the only reason, guys, did you notice the only reason we haven't got Matt Ryan this season is because someone turned round to him when he was going back to Brighton, and said, "We want a homegrown keeper." Yeah. Now, I'm sorry, right? I'm glad it's fallen through with Ramsdale, but we would have got Matt Ryan on a free transfer, and we know he's a good keeper. And the only reason we haven't got him is because we turned around and said, we want a homegrown keeper. Well, that's absolute rubbish because it's fell through. And now we're looking at Neto, who's 31, right?
He's not homegrown.
He's not even homegrown, and the most you're going to get out of him is 2 years, and then he'll be off. Yeah. It's like having Petr Cech all over again. You know? And
all right, guys. And again, this is the team that I've put out for the best team I know to put out for tonight. There is Leno in goal. I mean, we don't have another keeper. We do have two youngsters, and both of them had made big mistakes in pre-season. Then we have Chambers, now Laka and Oba's not playing. Now Chambers is in right back, but we have a third captain. The captain that's third on the books is Bellerin. And that might just change the night. And believe you me, Bellerin I don't know what's going to happen there. It's either between him or Xhaka. So Lenny, quickly, from your point of view, Xhaka, I don't know. You said something last week, and we made in fact, Des enforced the ice bucket challenge with regards to Xhaka. Do you think he will be the captain for the night?
I'd actually think they might give the armband to Leno instead of Xhaka. Yeah, they might give it to Leno, surprisingly. Just wow. I don't know. Just somehow I just feel they might give it to Leno.
Oh, that's very controversial. Quinton, in your experience as a manager, I mean, considering what happened to Xhaka was on his way out. He agreed terms with Roma. Now he's back. He's our previous captain. He's the fourth captain in the books. Leno has never worn the armband as far as I can remember. Lenny has now made a very controversial statement there. In your opinion, what would you do as a coach in that regard?
Yeah, look, Glenn, again, I say there's a lot of factors that you need to take into consideration. A coach selects his captain based on how he can lead and his performance on the park. Now, if you think about how Xhaka has performed, and he hasn't really performed much. Look, he's never been an impressive player for me. I think he's very overrated. I don't think he can command like many other midfielders that I know. If you just look at Phillips at the moment, that plays for Leeds, how well he did in the England team, and for me, he's a better player than Xhaka. So, but I think it's a case of if there's no other leader, then I think the coach will then go with him. If there's nobody else that put their hand up during the preseason or whatever, I think the coach will stick with him if he's going to be in the starting lineup. That's my thinking. If there's somebody else and they know Xhaka is going to be on his way out, then they'll start molding the person that they want to give the captain's armband to. But look, giving the captain's armband to anybody, it's not easy. You know, there's lots of qualities that I think a coach looks for in a player before he just hands him that. And if you can't lead, if you can't do that, then you shouldn't get the captain's armband. That's very simple. That's just my opinion.
Before we go to Des,
sorry, Glenn, man. I don't want to drop it. Sorry. Yeah. I want to just tell this, and I want to mention it to everybody. I think there's a new era coming in football. with COVID, everything that is happening, there's going to be tight budget cuts. And who are you going to pay less? You're going to pay the youngsters less. Just watch Barcelona. Barcelona's average age in their team now is, I think, 29, 30, speaking under correction. I watched them the other day. They're getting rid of all the big players, the high paid guys, because they know they can pay these youngsters less and we can develop them into great players. And I think if you look at Arsenal also now, it's going to be which coach can coach youngsters. Which coach can handle because youngsters, you don't have to pay them as much as you pay a Messi and you pay a Mbappe and a Neymar. A lot of clubs are taking a knock during COVID now. But if the stadiums is going to start filling up again, then you'll see people start signing the big names. But I don't think it's going to be that quick. COVID, there's a big knock now after COVID for any club, no matter how much money you have, any club. You know, people that own companies, any 10 rand that you lose is a 10 rand too much. So I just think we need to watch that space coming up in the years to come with all the football clubs and buying big players.
Before we go to Des, Alistair, from your side, if you were Klopp, would you have given the armband to in your team? Who's the bloody Fabinho?
Alistair, help him out.
Now, look here. If you look at the Liverpool squad, and there was a whole bunch of captains. I mean, literally, there was a whole bunch of captains. We lost captain after captain. It was almost like the captain band was jinx or something. As soon as you get the captain band, you were injured. So. But luckily for us, they were senior players that has been with Klopp since he was there, that he molded and he could trust. So I don't think we had a lack of leadership. We just had a lack of defenders last season. So that caused us all the issues. So we never had leadership. So anyone could step in and they could take over the role. And I think Henderson himself, if we look at what he's done with the English team, he's not maybe the captain, but he's your go-to guy. The youngsters trust him. They go speak to him. And he's got that to look here. If I'm not there, you must take over the leadership. He's got that in him, and he's done that with the guys coming through. I mean, Trent also had the arm ban, I think, for 1 or 2 games last season. And I think that was probably his worst games. But they're building, and we got the management there. We got the old guys, Molnar, him there. So you got, and I think Van Dijk will be a brilliant captain. I think Thiago, well, he can also take that leadership role because he's got that commanding presence on the pitch. Other than that, I mean, there is your other guys for you, like you said, for Fabinho. I mean, I think when he started a couple of games, especially I think it was the preseason games where he wore the armband when Henderson was also injured. So Gini had it before he also went. I don't think we lacking leadership in our team. Because last season was defenders.
All right, let's just go to the comments first before we're going to give you the chance on the captaincy. Oscar Lehman, he's a staunch Arsenal supporter as well. Good evening, gents. Good evening, Oscar. Thank you for popping in. Then he says, again, it shows we got no real leaders. Real leaders, not the coin tossers or Arteta choosers. He's sick already. And then we've got another guy, and it's welcome to Yurik Meyer, and this is somebody that Quinton knows, and I've spoken to Yurik off air and spoken to him on Facebook. Welcome, Yurik. Good evening, gentlemen, he says. Another United supporter, and also a futsal legend in Quinton's eyes.
Clint, I just want to tell you something about that guy before you go. Sorry. He just made his first signing a lady that was playing for Sundowns. He got her to go play for AC Milan now.
Wow.
Jurgen is also a scout.
Oh, nice.
He does
Well
youth
done.
development for junior football.
Big ups, Jurgen. Big ups.
He's an amazing guy. That was his first lady that he sent over to overseas to go and play football now.
Wow.
So
wow.
yeah, he's a very dynamic guy in the football fraternity.
I invited him on the show. He said he'll probably get onto it. I'm not sure yet. Just waiting for an official answer. It will be nice to have him on the show from that perspective to see how things could have gone in the market. And then Alistair Ambrola says, if Henderson are injured, I think there's quite a few leaders in the team that can take the armband, but VVD would be my choice. Oh, well, of course, he's a staunch Liverpool supporter. Welcome, Randall October, another friend of mine. Played soccer years ago together. Evening, gents. The long wait is finally over. Of course, it's showtime. It says here, showtime. Des, why would you not give the armband to either Leno, Bells, and of course, Xhaka?
Right, before I say, a big up to Yorick. Well done on that, what Clinton was just talking about. Alistair, you definitely missed Van Dijk last season. I think you could have won it again last season if you'd have had Van Dijk in the team.
Don't say that out loud because Quentin has got his own reservations regarding that.
Me and Quentin can talk about it later. Don't worry about that. So, what the question was, I would not give it to Xhaka because he doesn't deserve it after what he did. That is unforgivable. It would be unforgivable in any. It would be unforgivable in any team whatsoever, because none of you other guys from other teams would have tolerated it. Lenny wouldn't have tolerated it, and Glenwyn doesn't tolerate it, and nor do I. So he shouldn't ever be a captain for Arsenal again. I think Arsenal have got 3 choices tonight for the captaincy. Okay, Leno doesn't deserve it because I don't rate him in the first place. Secondly, he should have gone in this window. And thirdly, I just don't like him. Whose phone's that? Is it you, Lenny? Anyway, so the 3 choices you've got tonight for Arsenal's captaincy are, in no particular order, Kieran Tierney. Yeah? My second one would be Ben White. Okay? And my third one would be Sambi Lokonga. And the reason I say Sambi Lokonga, and probably there's a lot of people out there going, Sambi Lokonga. Yeah, but he was a captain at his last team. So why couldn't he bring that forward for Arsenal? If he has those qualities, implement, use them to them. You would agree with that, wouldn't you, Quentin? If he's got the skills already, let him bring them to the British game and show us what he's got.
Yeah,
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I think Arsenal's chances. I would never again, right, give Xhaka or Orba the captaincy ever again. Never ever again, because Orba's not a good captain and Xhaka did what he did. And as I say, it's unforgivable. But they're the 3 choices I think that will make captain tonight.
All right, let's continue. We only have another 20 minutes or less than 20 minutes. What's happening there in Goodwood or in Elmslie, please?
Lenny's moving furniture.
I've got a phone in somewhere here in this room. It's going off every time,
and you don't know where it is. Let's quickly go. Sorry, Quentin?
That's why I said it's good to have one phone, Lenny.
Yeah. let's go here quickly. I mean, we've given Brentford and Arsenal's a prediction, and then tomorrow first game is Man United against Leeds. Quentin, I'll give you that first option.
Yeah, it's a tough one, Glenn. I think we'll beat Leeds. It's going to be a tough game. There'll be a few goals in there. I'll call it 2-1.
Okay.
Hopefully in our favor. I'm just concerned. I think the Phillips boy is going to give us a tough time. He's now played for England. He's showing that he can really command the midfield. So I think our midfielders, whoever's going to play in the midfield tomorrow, Fernando and all those guys are going to have a tough time.
Now let's put Jadon Sancho in the middle.
Listen, I want to reserve my comments about that boy. I first want to see his first game. He was brilliant, maybe over there, couple of assists and a few goals. But as I said, and I will continue saying this, the English Premier League is a different animal. I'm telling you now, you have to be great to play in the English Premier League. It's not you're going to come and just think you can come from the Spanish league or the French league and just fit into as good as you are, because it's a tough league to play.
Let's go to the next quickly. Leicester versus Wolves, Quentin. Let's finish you all together.
Leicester versus Wolves. I'll go for Leicester there.
Okay. You don't need to give score. You can just say who's going to win.
I'll go for Leicester. Watford, Villa. I will go for. I'll go for Villa. Burnley, Brighton. I will go for Brighton. West Ham, Newcastle. I'll go for West Ham. Sorry?
Anyway, that's my opinion.
West Ham, with the form of last year, okay, they're going to miss
Lingard.
Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Interesting one.
That's
with the new coach.
That's a no-brainer. It's over.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say that's a draw.
What?
Call me crazy. Everton, Southampton.
Lukaku's gonna call a couple of 3 goals in there.
Lukaku can't control a ball in the English league, man. He must stay in the Italian league.
Everton, Southampton.
Everton, Southampton. I'll go with the draw there. Norwich City. Liverpool will win that one. Tottenham, Man City. Sure. I'm gonna go for the draw.
No, that is the game of the weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the game of the weekend.
Yes.
Turn your camera off.
Let's go to you. Yes, let's go to you. Man United Leeds, Leicester Wolves.
Right, here we. Is it my turn? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Quentin. Who have you got in goal tomorrow?
Henderson.
Oh, Leeds will win that one then. Yeah, I really think that. If you haven't got De Gea in you, I think Leeds will win that one. Leicester Wolves, Leicester. Watford Aston Villa. Brighton over Burnley. West Ham Newcastle could be a draw. Chelsea Crystal Palace. I want Crystal Palace to win it, but I think Chelsea will take it.
Patrick Vieira is going to be his green still. Patrick Vieira, I don't think he had a good pre-season anyway. So,
well, we'll see. We'll see. Everton Southampton draw. Norwich Liverpool. Liverpool will win that one. And Man City will beat Tottenham about 5 or 6-0.
Oh my!
It's my opinion. It's my opinion, and my opinion matters, and I'm enforcing it. So there, 6-0 to Man City.
Wow!
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Let's go to you quickly. We've got 10 more minutes, guys. We've got 10 more minutes, and I don't want you guys to lose out on the game.
No, I just want to know who's going to score the hat-trick in that Man City team. Who's going to score the hat-trick?
Kane.
Oh, okay. Man United Leeds. Wow, this is a kind of a coin toss for me, but I think Man United's probably gonna edge out with 1 goal over Leeds, whether it's 1-0 or 2-1. But I think Man United's gonna got that. Leicester City over Wolves. Aston Villa over Watford. Brighton over Burnley. West Ham, Newcastle, it's also a coin toss. I'm leaning towards Newcastle, but I think West Ham could be the surprise team also. Chelsea over Crystal Palace. I think there's going to be a couple of factors coming into play in that money team. Everton over Southampton. Liverpool over Norwich. And Tottenham, Man City. Oh, this is a tough one. But Man City
6-0,
probably by...
6-0.
I'm thinking 3. I'm thinking 3. I don't think Tottenham is such a bad team.
They just have a bad defense. Ericsson is not Ericsson. What is that guy? The defender that played for England as well. Dyer.
Dyer.
Yeah. His name suits him.
Yeah. Lenny?
The London clubs really don't like each other.
Let me see. Leicester definitely over Wolves. Aston Villa over Watford. Brighton, Burnley. I'll go draw there. Is Willock playing at Newcastle? Is he eligible to play?
He's eligible to play, huh?
Yes.
No, well, the deal has been agreed upon, and then I think on the correction that if that is agreed and signed for, then he can play. But he probably won't play.
If Willock plays,
he won't play the first game.
Yeah. Okay. So if Willock won't play, so I'll go West. I'll go West Ham. I'll go West Ham there. Man United, Leeds. I'm going to go for goals here. So I'm going to go 3-2 United. And then a little bit more English from Bielsa. They might have get a third, but I know he's still trying with that, struggling with the English there. Chelsea is gonna put one over Crystal Palace. It's a pity. What's his name? Esme is injured, or else they would have given Chelsea a run. Yeah, Eze. Yeah, Everton, no Ints, so they'll definitely beat Southampton. Norwich and Liverpool. Now Liverpool will win that one. City will definitely be winning 3-0 there because Harry Kane will be winking at Pepe on the line the whole time, so he won't worry about scoring goals. So that's why I would go 3-0 City. Yeah.
Can I just ask a quick question about Harry Kane? Can he actually play without Son?
Yes, he can. He's got Grealish now to play with.
Oh, that should be exciting. Whoa.
No.
Okay, let's just quickly go to back to the comments quickly. Alistair Umbro is saying blame it on Pickford. I'm not sure where that comes from. I remember we had a discussion regarding that Van Dijk and whatnot. I think it's regarding that. And Oscar Lehman, great choice there. I would do Tierney for now until he gets injured, then Ben White.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Thank you very much. That means I am the best Arsenal fan. I am the best Arsenal fan on this podcast. Thank you very much.
Then Randall October, he tends to agree with Oscar. Thierry is young. Tierney is young and has shown good leadership abilities that can be groomed. Well, yeah, that's also true. And then, of course, Mr. Meyer says Arsenal lack leaders or winners. If I think who can lead the team, I struggle. That is a problem for me itself. But I'm a Saka fan. That's a good point that he makes. I mean, if you look at the team, if you think of the team, there's no real. I mean, you guys have mentioned, because we know that you've mentioned Tierney, you've mentioned Ben White, and of course you've mentioned Anderlecht's man Zambi. He makes a good point that when you look at the team, there's not real leaders, and there's no real leaders in that team. those guys that you've mentioned can be groomed into leadership. Yes.
But we're all Saka fans. Even I think Alistair and Quinton would be a Saka fan. But the problem is, the only thing I would say about that is, right, in Saka's defence, don't put that pressure on the kid.
Yeah.
Let him play. Don't put a captaincy on Saka because it will put pressure on him. Let the boy play.
Don't do what Gareth Southgate did to him.
Sorry, say again, mate.
Don't do what Gareth Southgate did to him by taking a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. And can I just say as well, just quickly, I know we've been knocking Tottenham tonight, and if there are any Tottenham fans out there, all I can say is loads of respect to you guys when we paid you in last weekend when you had the banner saying about support Saka and against whatever. That was a very good touch. So thank you very much, Tottenham fans. If there are any out in Cape Town, it's much appreciated. I know we have a bit of banter and a bit of a joke, but that was a good touch.
Yeah, that's true. Well done, Tottenham guys.
Yep.
Guys, we have to come and we need to obviously land the plane. I just want to tell Quinton and Alistair, watch out for this space.
I've got to be a mediator for that. Brilliant. Monitor. I've got to monitor the questions.
Watch out for this space.
Quinton, I'm ready. My team is ready, Quinton. My team is ready. It's going to go down. It's going to go down.
Bring it on, Alistair. Bring it on.
Clement, it's already started now.
Exactly. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. There's one more comment. Maybe we're going to just do this last comment and we can call it quits. Quinton to Alistair, what do you think is a surprise package signing before the transfer deadline? As a question to Alistair. To Liverpool, yeah. You think you're going to get Tielemans?
That would be a surprise for me. I think it's a whole bunch of wishful thinking, but it would be the biggest surprise signing if Liverpool does sign him. Because Liverpool is a Moneyball team. It's all about numbers and figures. So I don't really see how they're going to spend so much money on him.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what would be a quick surprise. Arsenal sign Haaland or Mbappe. That would be a massive surprise. That would.
That would be a good signing for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Quinton?
Yeah, I think I said in one of your shows that the team at the moment to beat is City, and you know why? City, if City takes their bench, they can literally field another team that can take on any of the teams in the English Premier League.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to take a title from them, you need to match them pound for pound.
Yeah.
And all the players on their bench at the moment is game changers. They've got 1v1 players. They've got brilliant defenders in the back line also that can come on and can score goals. So if any team wants to take that title away from them, you're going to have to match them pound for pound. And at the moment, when I look at most of the clubs, maybe, I don't know, I haven't seen the latest signings at Chelsea and so on. I don't think there is teams at the moment, if you look at their benches, that is as strong as City is. So as much as I'm a United supporter, I'm a realist. I would love United to win the league. But when I look at our bench and the season being so long, I don't think we can derail City.
Good point.
That's 100% true, Quinton. I totally agree.
Well, guys, I didn't give my prediction. My predictions is not going to really matter there. You guys are you are the analyst. You are the majority, and I vow that whatever, if any one of you are right, and I mean it is on record now, I'm going to look after the weekend. I'm going to look who said what. And then I will reach out to you and there will be a surprise for you. However, if you did get it wrong, you're gonna join me and Lenny on the Ice Bucket Challenge. This is the surprise.
Hold on a minute.
Can I join me and Lenny? You didn't have to agree with it, Enforcer. Because I am the anchor, I can make that decision. So if you were wrong, to your prediction.
Hold on a minute. Can I
We're going
change my
in
6-0? Can I change my 6-0?
No, at the end of the season, whoever said 6-0 will join me and Lenny at the end of the season on the House of the Challenge. So that is your commitment by coming on. That's your commitment by coming onto my show.
I would like to make a complaint. Because this wasn't
I
told
enforce
us.
it. I enforce it.
We'll post the address for the complaints company. This is not really for
Right.
complaints.
I would like to make a complaint because we weren't told this before we made our predictions. You see?
Maybe you didn't get the mail this, but we got it.
I didn't get the memo, mate. I didn't get the memo.
I think when you left and came back, it was discussed then.
Oh,
So
right.
you-
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I tell you what, I stand by my predictions. I stand by it. Don't worry.
Good. Guys, any quick words quickly from you, Des?
No, just
No,
it's
not
been
one.
absolutely.
Very quickly.
Can I say it's been great to meet Alistair, and it's always great to be on with you guys, my brothers. And Quinton, all the best with this channel, man. And Q-Boss, all the best with your what you're doing.
So,
And Lenny, you are just one of the funniest guys I've ever met. Keep it up, mate. And to be honest, I love you all, and I think it's amazing. And this is just brilliant. Thank you.
Lenny?
Thanks, gents. It was great, great fun. Quinton, unleash Van der Beek. That's all I say. Unleash Van der Beek.
Quinton, he won't let it go, will he? He won't let it go.
Lenny, who's that? The new assassin?
Now they call him life. They call him a lifesaver.
What, is
But
it
it was great. It was great, guys. Yeah. It was great. Awesome having you guys and to be with you guys. All the best. Up the Gunners.
Yes, up the Gunners.
Alistair, quick from your side?
Well, guys, it's been through honor and a privilege. Nice meeting this. I've seen you before on the channel, so it was nice getting that London perspective from where you guys. But don't be so hard on the Spurs supporters. They're gonna have a tough season. So, but anyway, Quinton, I would like an invite for futsal. I have a couple of over 40 guys. You got your over 40 guys. We can do that. We can invite Glenn. He'll be my only strike up front. Nice.
Guys, can I just say quickly, we're going to have to go because Arsenal usually letting a goal in the first 5 minutes.
All right, guys. Just quickly, thank you for coming on the show, and I hope you guys enjoy the weekend sport. And Futsal Matters with Coach Q on a Thursday night. You can watch him at 8 o'clock on Cape Town Titans channel. Set a reminder for yourself, and of course, hit the like, smash the subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll get all the notifications happening on the match.
I just want to say, Alistair, your challenge is accepted. Number 2, I want to say I'll be rooting for you as the Gunners because you are my brothers. Number 3, I want to say is live today as if there's no tomorrow.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Aye.
Sanitize, mask up, social
guys.
distance. God bless and enjoy the game, guys. See you and
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.